You're such an asshole.
AssholeConsulting.com. How you kids doing? Where we answer your questions for money. Where we dispense Gen X wisdom. I should do a video. Actually, I should do that. Gen X wisdom. Because the baby boomers were fuck-ups and they didn't have no wisdom. They didn't treat it. They just lied to us like they... But then the Gen Xers, they themselves became parents and raised some of you younger millennials. Matter of fact, yeah, Gen X, we went through the school of hard knocks. Maybe you should listen to us. But the real-world manifestation of that Gen X wisdom is at AssholeConsulting.com, where I, America's older brother, the world's only professional asshole, will give you the swift kick in the ass that you need and desperately deserve as long as you got the money. Dear Cappy, I have a serious problem with getting up on time in the morning, which has cascaded through my life and hindered the level of achievement. That's how you write. And hindered the level of achievement. I know I could have. I'm delirious and barely know when I am upon waking. With 98 hours of sleep, I still need an alarm to get that first wake. Well, okay, that's normal. So far it sounds, the other stuff doesn't, but everybody needs 8 to 9 hours. I have fully turned off, not snooze, or unplugged alarms in my sleep. Well, so you got like a little bit of sleepwalking going on too. I had a sleep clinic study done 2 years ago, and they said my sleep quality is flawless. Yes, I've discovered melatonin. I don't think it did anything for me. Neither did Rosarum, Ambien. Oh yeah, you don't want to do dude. Fuck Ambien. No. You don't want to do Ambien. Leaves you groggy and you get a tolerance fast. Insomnia at times doesn't help. Over-the-counter drugs like ZQuil, Benadryl, and NyQuil leave you groggily throughout the morning with a bloated face and only for a good couple of days. Even faster tolerance. This took the biggest toll in school, so I was a C student with about a 136 IQ. Well, and school sucks too. Let's just admit that. With the 136 IQ, you're like going to school with retards. And you are. You literally are. Go get my book, Curse of the High IQ. If you have an IQ of 136, you are 2.3, yeah, about 2 1/3 standard deviations above the average. That would, I'm trying to think, 136, that would be like going to school with, it'd be worse than Down syndrome. It'd be people that couldn't even wipe their own ass. That's what it's like for a truly intelligent person to go to regular public school. And you can't exactly just put your resume out there and change high schools if you're struggling. Final undergrad GPA was like a 2.6. MBA GPA evening had to be high 3s, so that was closer to 3.8. Yeah, but it's an MBA, it's worthless. I know your opinions on those who are habitually late for everything and how it is often shrugged off as a courtesy little character flaw. No, with me, this is strictly morning stuff that I have to get up to go do, and morning stuff, any morning stuff. Over the years, I have made up for it by being extremely competent at work and really grinding away when I'm there, regardless of how late I make it in. I also stay late and just make the time up anyway. Oh, that's good. That's honest on your side. I turn in quality work and get the bottom of the issues where others don't even bother scratching the surface. I'm as late as 20 to 40 minutes when I'm not making it in by the skin of my teeth. I just don't get fired for lateness because I'm too expensive. It'd be too much of a pain in the ass to replace. Oh, I'm excelling right now. Well, that's good. But it took me to my late 30s to get here. I accepted a job a few months ago, making $125,000. Awesome. And later wanted to test out of this 3.3% unemployment for my metro area. Yeah. Hey, now's the time to go job shopping. So I put my resume out after a few firms aggressively chased me down, even after I declined one, saying I did not want to appear to be a job hopper, hypocrite. One reached out to me and as a VP. They were aware I had told the recruiter my salary requirements $150,000. They were fine with that. It's the time, dude. Another recession is coming. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but now is the time to be looking for a job. I'm going in this week to talk to them and hopefully get the process going. Feel like shouldn't have been a bit better. Nope, I gotta stay 1 to 2, 3. No, you go where the money is. How long is this fucking email? Maintenance and shutdowns of light rail that lots of people in my community use to get to the city center, and those closures have been extended. The other is that my current position, as discussed, is a consultant for a place. The way this specific contract is set up, every workday has to be treated as a self-contained pay period, basically, and you cannot stay and work late if there's no government person there. The government people get to leave 2 hours early because it's a Friday before a holiday. Let's go, we're locking up. I still have to finish up for 2 hours. I don't care, your workday is now over. Can I go home and just telecommute? No, ba-da-ba. All right, so you're not taking the hints from them. I'm just reading this. Wow. Now I know why I charge you so much. I remember reading a blog post or article some time ago that said you're giving your boss your best hours. Well, you are. This is missing the piece of the puzzle for me. The life I envision, I'm up at 5 a.m. putting 1 hour plus time at the gym, showering and getting work early, and then be the commute, coming in earlier than most, then leaving with lots of my afternoon left over to do fun stuff with plenty of daylight. Imagine the way of life would be that if problems were simply handled, it would seem petty, fucking awesome and drawn. What gets you up in the morning? What have you seen successful people or real self-starters that you know do to actually pull themselves out of bed to avoid the snooze button? Any other pointers? Any advice would be greatly appreciated. Then I had another question. To answer your question, no, I had a few trainers. I asked if you've expended yourself physically to the point of not necessarily exhaustion, but you got yourself a good workout. To answer your question, no, not lately. I had a few trainers at a commercial gyms, but they were hard to book because everyone wants those after work time slots. One, I even changed jobs to a location closer to home to, among other reasons, chop an hour off my trip home. We got another things went along an okay clip. But bottom line, when I get home for work, I am totally effing spent. Okay, mentally. There's just nothing left. I can barely get dinner on, iron a shirt, and pick up a couple of things before crashing. Metro card, blah, blah, blah. Hope that answers it. And it does. All right, look, here's the deal. I'm no doctor. I'm no sleep specialist. And so this is just, you paid me, and this is just me throwing shit up against the wall and hoping something sticks. But what I have found with me anyway is I need to be physically exhausted to get myself a good night's rest. And that is with only taking melatonin. And I'd hate to say I've become dependent upon it, but I think I have, because it really did regulate my sleep. With me, I used to stay up till 3, 4, 5 a.m. doing work, and that just wasn't conducive to a normal life. It worked great for security though. But now what I do is I take melatonin an hour before I want to go to bed, and I am getting very, very, very regular sleep. I go to bed at 10 and I wake up at 7. I'm getting my 8 to 9 hours of sleep. I gotta wake up and piss like a racing horse a lot. But that's a relatively new development in my life with the sleeping, and that's the melatonin. You've already tried that. And that's why, so I would say you gotta go, you've already done the sleep analysis, and we could talk about biophysiological stuff, but I think you've already gone down that route. So then it's more of mind over matter and policy. it's just going to suck, man. You're just going to have to get up. And I don't believe you're lying about, like, you know, you're lazy, you just want to sleep in. Well, everybody does. This sounds a little more sincere. Like, yeah, you just can't. You gotta, man. It's not true. Especially with the sleepwalking stuff, where like you don't even remember you're hitting the snooze button. You're gonna have to get up. That's how. This is. I'm not joking. This is why Western civilization is better than Latino and third and fourth and 12th world civilization. This mañana attitude. We'll get to it later, but don't worry, we're getting rid of that right quick here in the American system. That's going to really be detrimental. Now, you seem to have hemmed that by compensating for lost time working late at night, but yeah, man, you just gonna have to wake up. The only thing, and this is me guessing, you're gonna have to like physically exhaust yourself with some kind of physical exercise, probably running, to get yourself a good night's sleep. And that's what I have found with me personally, is through my normal course of the day, even though I know you come back exhausted, but that's everybody from work, then you still got to go and get yourself physically exhausted. If I go and I run 5 or 6 miles, and then I take my melatonin, holy crap, am I out? And then I feel great the next day. And I usually don't have problems waking up. I really don't. Usually because once I'm up, I'm up. But again, this is just me guessing. Sounds like you got more of a medical issue, something that a doctor needs to address. And I hope my advice works. But why don't you try that and just go physically exhaust yourself. Get into running. Get into some, and run a significant amount, at least 4 miles. You don't have to do it fast, but physically exhaust yourself and see if that doesn't put you to bed earlier, and then you wake up more refreshed in the morning. But otherwise, yeah, I'm not a... Melatonin is about as much assistance as I want, but I wouldn't be doing Rosarum and Ambien. God, no, just... And ZQuil and Benadryl and NyQuil, I wouldn't... No, man, you gotta get your physical system naturally to go to bed. And I have no guarantee that this will work, what I'm recommending. It's just me, I'd say physically exercise yourself so that you're physically tired. That's about the only variable I could give you. And if that doesn't work, then we can almost guarantee you then it's got to be something biophysiological, and that's the doctor's domain. That's not my domain. And I don't know, diet. I mean, then you and I, your guess is as good as mine. Like, do I eat more carrots? I mean, what do I have more bread? I don't know what the diet would be. But then I know you went and talked to sleep specialists. There's no doubt you are getting good sleep. It's getting up, and that's the world of science, not psychology or self-improvement, of which I'm not an expert in either, because I can't be officially legally anyway. So, but yeah, man. So I wish I had an answer. That's the only thing I could come up with. Work out, go run. Running is great. Not gonna hurt you anyway to go run. It's a darn good thing to do. It helps out with everything, frankly. So yeah, why don't you pick up running? Go run. Download the Clary podcast or the Older Brother podcast, and see if that doesn't help. All right, we'll see you guys later. Toodles.